Hi and welcome. You're watching another TBC 24/7 live broadcast on accepting abundance. My name is Paul, and today's date is July 15th, 2018, and this is episode 93. I want to talk about the abundance that's available through our cryptocurrency, TBC, which is an acronym for the billion coin. TBC has been available for 2 years. Came out March 21st of 2016. And it is an abundance-based cryptocurrency, which means it is not market driven. It's not on a market that people can trade the coin with other coins or whatever they do with the market. All the other coins that we are aware of, Bitcoin and all the others, are on a trading market exchange. We purposely did not put our coin on a trading market because when we came out with our coin, we have a mission. And that mission is to eliminate global poverty. And the only way we can eliminate global poverty is if we have the ability to distribute our coin fairly evenly among the entire population of the planet. Okay, so we created, first of all, a billion coins. Not anything more, not anything less. It's just 1 billion coins. So there's the perfect supply and demand to eliminate global poverty when we have a population of 7.6 billion. In fact, it's more than enough based on our algorithm, which we created it on. It's like a formula to bring abundance to 3 times the amount of those people, the people that are on the earth today. Okay. Then we created a community-based, people-based value system. And what that is the first billion members that join our community will create the value of our coin, because the value is based on you and I, people. It's not based on trading. It is based on supply and demand because there's only going to be 1 billion coins ever made. But it's based on you and I. What happens is whenever someone joins, and it's free to join, you can be a day-old baby or the oldest person in the world, and you can join our community. When you join, it raises the price of our coin by the value of 1 grain of gold. So today's price of gold, it would be around $2.60. Okay, for 1 grain of gold. So if one person joined our community tomorrow, it would raise the price of our coin up another $2.60. Obviously, not obviously, but you may not know, if you're new watching this video, that in the 2 years that we've been out, we have grown to over 3 million people. So we have the most expensive coin on the planet. So, for instance, if 5,000 people come in again tomorrow, it will raise the coin by, what did I say? It was $2.60. So it raised the coin by, let's see, 12, 15, 16, about 14,000. Okay. Maybe 13,000. Just 5,000 people joining tomorrow would raise the value of our coin by more than $13,000. And then the next day it would go up again. So This is how it will work until we hit our first billion members. And then the algorithm or the formula stops valuing the price anymore. It won't go up, it won't go down. Okay, so it will stop. So a billion people, and let's say the price of gold was still $2.60 per grain. So one coin, when we hit our first billion people, that coin will be worth 2.6 billion, $2.6 billion per coin. So basically, if you had one coin, you'd be a multi-billionaire. So how do we get these coins into your hand when we now have the most expensive coin in the world? Well, we give it away. It's plain and simple. And why would we give it away? Because it does us no good to have it unless it's in your hands. If the value is based on you having it, then we have no value until you have it. So obviously, no one's going to come in and literally buy a coin, which today is worth over $8 million, just so they can become a billionaire in 2 to 3 years when we hit our first billion people. So the creators of our coin have set up a system where they reward us and they reward you when you come into the program. First of all, they'll give you a free gift of a division of the coin, obviously. A division of Bitcoin, for instance, is called Satoshi. A division of our coin, the billion coin, is called Kringles. So you would get a certain amount of Kringles. In fact, I believe it's 25,000 Kringles for free. That has a current worth of $2,100. Okay. Excuse me. So everyone gets this free gift. And if they wanted to, they could just do nothing and just sit there and watch it go up in value till it reaches, our maximum. And that would probably, I haven't done the numbers, but it would probably be a few $100,000 it would grow to. Okay, is that life-changing money? For some people, definitely, without a doubt. Okay, so there is a $10 a year wallet. Well, it's not really a wallet, it's a back office fee. What you get for this with $10 a year is you get your own website that connects you to our massive community. It gives you all the information you could possibly wish for to help you take full advantage of all the promotions that we have for you to collect as many Pringles and as many full coins, full billion coins as you would like. And it's used by a promotion called the Cookie Reward Promotion. And all that is for you doing certain things, maybe making a small purchase of Pringles at the daily price, perhaps telling a few people about the billion coin community and having them sign up into our community and receive their free gift. You will get your own URL or link so that we know that you have brought that person in so we can reward you. You see, so you get all this in your back office, which, I don't know if you're familiar with these so-called business opportunities that are out there on the internet that always require some kind of a fee, and they usually want it up front, and they usually want it every month to be a part of their system so that you can make some money on the internet. Well, I'm not saying that all of them are scams, but to know a scam is simply by the way they bring their opportunity out. If they are talking and spending a great amount of time telling you how much you're going to make once you join and give them some kind of money, whether it's $10 a month, whether it's a one-time cost of $5, whether it's $50, whether it's $100, whether it's $300 or $1,000, they have all, there's all types that target all types of people, okay, that are in all kinds of different financial situations. But the point is, in seeing a scam, you're going to notice that the ones that are putting it out are telling you everything you're going to get after you pay them money. They want the money up front. You're going to learn about how much money you can make with that particular program that you come across or someone tells you about on the internet. And they're going to tell you how much money you can make once you join the system and pay them. Okay, so those are scams, okay? Because after you pay them, then they're basically going to say, okay, well, this is all you do. Boom, boom, boom. Go out and get some more people and get them to pay us. And then we'll give you some money. Okay, that's the basic of it. Obviously, we are not in any kind of a program like that. Okay, the Billion coin is a cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin. The only way you can make money from Bitcoin is if somebody comes out with a program that uses Bitcoin in the same way that all other money is used and says, okay, we are, scamming you, and we're going to tell you how much Bitcoin you can make if you pay us this much Bitcoin up front. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So that's the only way that you can get scammed using cryptocurrencies, the same way all the other scams work. So what happened with us and why we are not a scam, and you can know this, is simply because our price is so low. Okay, we have a mission to eliminate global financial poverty. In order to do that, we are dealing with the very poorest people in the world. We have got to get the coin into their hands. If we charge money, and we don't even want money, we don't want fiat currency. Okay, we don't want the euro. We don't want to get paid in the US dollar. We don't get paid in this fiat currency that's not even money. It's backed by nothing. We're getting off those systems. The countries around the world are putting their cash systems back on gold, and they're getting rid of the central banking system. Okay, that's where we're headed, and it's all because of blockchain technology that came out back in 2009 with the inventor of the blockchain technology, and he also invented Bitcoin, the first cryptocurrency. He calls himself Satoshi Nakamoto. So that's why pieces of Bitcoin are called Satoshi. Okay, as for ours being called Kringle, it's because our admin calls himself Chris Kringle, because he gives the coin away. And this is also what makes us not a scam, okay? Because I don't know any coins on the market, on CoinMarketCap, that are giving their coins away. They're charging you for it, okay? Which doesn't say that they're a scam, because they're not. And that's what they're for. You've got to buy their coin, and then you hang on to it and watch it go up in value, or you continue to trade it if you're a gambler. But there's risk involved in that. It's just like playing in a casino. When you play with a market, whether it's a stock market, the commodity market, or the coin market, you're gambling. Okay, it doesn't mean that you can't win sometimes, especially if you really know what you're doing, but most people don't. Okay, so with the Billion coin, you don't have to worry about any of that because we're not on a market. Okay, so we started giving the coin away over a year ago, okay, just right after the first year anniversary that we had been out. We had grown to 100,000 members our first year. And that was good, but we needed to step it up. So this was all planned, okay? So admin started to give his coins out because he's got the majority of the coins, right? And then we have to buy them from each other in order to get coins. When I found out about the Billion coin over a year ago, right after their first year anniversary, I found out through a video I saw like this one on YouTube from someone, and I approached her. She had her contact information in the description of the video, and I contacted her and said, I want to buy some Kringle. And she said, great, this is how we do it, blah, blah, blah. And we did it. Okay. And then the next day I bought some more from her. And that's how I got started, because when I watched the video, it made so much sense. Okay. I did own Bitcoin too, but this coin is so different. And the fact that they have kept a small centralized part of their system, which is their wallet, they can control. We as a community can control the distribution of our wealth. Okay, so that's why I call these videos Accepting Abundance, because we are asking you, do you want to accept abundance? Will you accept abundance? Because we have it, and we will give it to you. We will put it in your hands. Okay, so let me get back to this $10 charge per year. Okay, that didn't just come out of thin air. We knew exactly what we were doing. Okay, we knew that there's people out there in these developing countries that are only making $1 or $2 a day minimum wage, but they can still come up with $10. And then for people like myself here in America, $10 is nothing, right? Most of us. And especially when we know what we're getting. And that's the key, knowing what you're getting, not knowing what, not being promised this is what you're going to, yes, getting involved is going to bring you abundance. But for the first 2 years, we didn't even ask anybody for $10. We were just giving it away. You had your back office we gave for free, and for free for like 30 days, and then they asked you for $1 a month. Okay. And those of us, when that came out, when they started giving the coin out, they said, hey, why don't you guys help us? Give this coin out to all your family members, your friends. Let them in on it. Let them in on it. That's the whole point. So if you want to hang on to your back office for more than that first free month, then pay us $1 a month, and cool. We know you'll pay attention. We know then that you really want to. Okay. And we need people like you. So that was a no-brainer for me. Okay. But a year later, now they're just charging $10 a year, and everybody has to pay $10 a year, or they cannot be a part of our community. But here's the key. Okay, here's the key. When you join, say you're brand new, you're watching this video, and then you go down in the description below the video, you see the link that you can click on that will take you to set up your system. A registration page will pull up. It will ask you for your name, and then it will ask you for an email address, and it's got to be a real email address, because you will get 2 emails, I believe, that you will need to open up and click on a confirmation link in each of those 2 emails. And one will, when you click on it, it will set up your wallet. You will now have a wallet to hold all your coins. It's like a wallet that you can have with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Dash, whatever other coins you might be into. Okay. And the other email that you'll receive, when you open up and click on that link, it will set up your back office, which will be your own website that you can go to anytime you want and do all kinds of things with it. Okay. Not only that, but we have a main site called thebillioncoin.info, which will give you all the information you want, all the information you can ever possibly want. We hold nothing back. Nothing. You can't pay to get more information. The information and all of it is there for nothing, for free. Just takes time, okay, to go and look and read for yourself to find out 100% of what we do, of what we are. And in the main site, the billioncoin.info, you'll find the formula, the algorithm, how it works. You'll find the calculator systems. You'll find more broadcasts like this with a list of people that are doing live broadcasts that you can click on. And if in any time that wherever you are in the world, hopefully there's somebody doing a live broadcast at that moment, and you can click on, and they're in different languages. So you can find that. There's a blog system that the admin has been communicating with us since, I think it was April 2nd. Okay, they opened March 21st, 2016, and on April 2nd, which would be what, like a week, 10 days, okay, later, they created that blog system and had it ready, and he has been posting posts on his blog anywhere from 1 to, I've seen him post up to 10 a day, okay, maybe not 10, maybe 7, okay, a day, but that's how and he is really a team, okay? But we've got to narrow it down to one person and call him he instead of calling them them. Okay, so he communicates and he lets us know every day, hey, this is what's going on. This is the latest information you need to know. This is what we're doing, blah, blah, blah. For instance, as we grow, there's growth pains, right? So new technology has to come out and new things have to come out, and he lets us know, okay, now we're going into this. Or our wallet system is not big enough now, and we're switching over to a better wallet system. Or the blockchain, which is what happened last year, the original 1.0 blockchain that everybody used right after Bitcoin came out to create their own coins, and then it started to get better. And he goes, that old thing is not handling 3 million people. Okay, so we've got to build a brand new blockchain. Okay, and make it really, really fast. And so he did that. And we're currently migrating right now onto that new blockchain platform. Will be done by the end of this month, with speeds of the same as what Visa card and MasterCard can do all over the world. And they're averaging 2,000 to 3,000 transactions per second. Bitcoin is still stuck at averaging 7 transactions per second. Okay, when they forked off and brought out Bitcoin Cash last year, that one can do 130 per second. Okay, which really helped them out. But then there's other cryptocurrencies that, through technology and over the last 9 years, have been able to improve the speed of their transactions. Okay, all the way up until you got to Ripple, which is not even on a blockchain. It's an open source coin from the banks. Okay. So they can do 1,500 per second, okay, because they're not going through any type of a blockchain. Not that it matters if they just did the technology and spent the money and did the time and the effort, they could be on a blockchain. But they're the banks, okay? They're the banks that just threw that out there because they're losing their power. When people are using their own money, which is cryptocurrency, it's taking that away from them. They want you to only use their debt-based, worthless money, which is not even money, it's currency. And it's worth nothing. Since 1971, when they took us off the gold standard here in America, our US dollar is completely worthless. And it's not ours anyway. It hasn't been ours since 1913. When Woodrow Wilson, 3 days after he took office, signed the Federal Reserve Act, which gave our money against the Constitution over to the hands of a private bank, which called themselves, to fool the people, the Federal Reserve Bank. Okay, it has nothing to do with anything federal at all. They have nothing to do with the government. They just made that name up, right, to fool the people into thinking that there was something going on there. It's government. It's all government. It must be the government bank. Well, no, it's not. It's just a private bank. Okay, and they took over the control of our money and making the money, and then they lent into our government. Is that crazy or what? And they lent it to our government with interest charged. And so the government had to turn around and break the constitution of our wonderful country that my ancestors fought and some of them died for in the Revolutionary War, in the war, our War of Independence against Britain and that central banking system, which is worldwide. And they came out with a taxing system called, the IRS, and they taxed us the worst tax you can tax people, and that's income tax. Okay, so we've been on that system for a long time, and we haven't been able to get rid of it since 1913 because it's just too powerful. Okay, so it's been active for 105 years, and things weren't too bad. Obviously, we saw a huge depression in 1929, went through the 30s. They brought us out of that by causing us to go into war, which is what they do. It's how they make their money. It's, again, how they control countries. They control countries by taking their money and taking their resources. And it's just, okay, I won't get into that right now. But anyway, back to cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency, they will demonize. They are demonizing it. 2 days ago, one of the main guys over there at the main central bank in Switzerland, okay, it's called the Bank of International Settlements, or BIS, came out and he just ripped cryptocurrency. I mean, everything that they are with their currency system, everything that they are, they accused cryptocurrency of being, because they don't realize, or they know that most of you, not you that are watching this, obviously you knew something or you wouldn't even be watching this, but most people in the world have no clue that their monetary system is worthless, okay? But there is so many that do know about it that's why you see countries, backing up their currencies with gold now. Russia has completely done it. China is doing it. And Venezuela, who just went through an absolute horrible situation where the central bankers wanted them to do this and do that, and they said no. And they said, okay, well, then we're going to put sanctions so you won't be able to sell your oil. Okay, we're going to make you dirt poor, and we're going to starve your people to death. And that's exactly what they did in Venezuela. It's exactly what they did. This is what they can do when they have all the power. Okay? And so people died in Venezuela because there was nothing on the shelf for them to purchase and eat. Okay? And their monetary system was worthless. So the government came out with a cryptocurrency called the Petrocoin, basing it on the oil reserves. The only problem was they couldn't sell the oil. So they said, well, hey, we have our own gold in our own country. Okay? We will back this cryptocurrency by gold if you guys will have faith in that. And the people said, yeah. So now everything is changing in Venezuela. They are selling oil around those central banking system sanctions. Okay? Money is starting to flow back into that country. People are starting to see food again showing up on the shelves. Now, other countries out there in the world are watching, okay? Because they're in similar situations, being controlled by the central banking system, and they want out of that. They want their money back. They want their government back. They want their politicians back. We the people, want to take back our, freedom. So they're watching and they're saying, hey, look what's going on in Venezuela. If they can do it, we can do it too. Okay, so the central bankers are obviously just freaking out. And the proof is in that guy, I forgot his name. I have the article somewhere. And anyway, yeah, he just came out and just ripped all cryptocurrency and just told the people, don't even buy that. And you can also see proof in certain banks that won't let you use their Visa card or their MasterCard to purchase cryptocurrency. They don't allow you. They don't want you to. Okay? Because that's not their coin. They don't have any control over it. It's the people's money. Cryptocurrency is the people's money. So they won't let you. But of course, they'll let you use their Visa card and MasterCard if you want to go to the casino and, play blackjack or, poker or whatever you want to do. The machines, slot machines. They'll let you lose all the money, all their money they want. Because it's their money, they can control it. They can control it. They can control you by you believing it's your money when it's not. Okay, so cryptocurrency basically is like gold and silver, right? It's an option to protect your wealth that is based on most likely the stock market. Okay, it's all fiat currency. It's all Wall Street was created by the central bankers. The markets were created by the central bankers. Okay, and we have seen those things crash and people lose everything. So we know these things, right? And the people around the world, they're not all asleep. Okay, so they are at a point where they're looking at technology and they're saying, wait a second, we could do something now. For the first time ever, we can do something. And that's exactly what's going on in the cryptocurrency or the blockchain technology field. Just like the internet changed the world when it came. It never went away. Blockchain technology came in 2009. It has never gone away. It has only gotten better. And the masses of people are coming into cryptocurrency now, and we want you to become a part of that. We want you to have our particular cryptocurrency. You can have all the others you want, but ours is a solution. Theirs is not. Those other coins that are on the coin market cap are not a solution to reversing the current poverty of the world. They cannot do it. Because anybody who wants, which is the wealthy bankers, okay, they can come in and they can purchase all the coins they want. Nobody can stop them. It's on a trading exchange that's on the public system. They can go and buy what they want, raise that price up. Everybody comes in. Then they sell on purpose, called the pump and dump. Prices go down. People lose their coins, get back into the system. And the bankers turn around when it's a low price and they buy their own coin back plus your coins. And they keep doing that until they have all of your coins. That's just a short version of how they control the people, how they control the system, and how they always end up with all the wealth. And it's time now in history of mankind for that whole thing to disappear. Okay, and so you can expect a new cash system right here in America, but it's going to be backed by gold. It's the only logical thing that people are doing out there. So it's obviously going to happen here. And with our new president, President Trump, and the patriots that are behind him, and the patriots that are behind all of their leaders in all the countries out there, there's patriots in every country that want the same thing. So you'll be amazed at what's going on out there. If you just have your eyes open, you can kind of see it because it's happening. Ever since Trump has come in, all you've seen is peace being created throughout the hot spots of the world. Okay? So it's going to continue to be that way. And the currency will get changed, okay? It has to. It's been over 40 years. In 1971, they took us off, and it's a completely debt-based, completely 100% debt currency. They can only go completely like that for so long. I'm surprised it's lasted this long, but we have seen two major crashes, one in 2000 and one in 2008, and some before that, little ones. Okay, the next one is going to be just as bad, if not the worst, because that's the one that's going to decide to, okay, you're either going to survive central bankers or you're going to go away. And of course, our plan is for them to go away. So we've got it all planned, and that's all going to get done. And the point is, cryptocurrency is an option to protect you during that transition. Gold and silver is an option to protect you. Our coin, the Billion coin, is the only abundance-based coin in the world right now. We've been out for 2 years. We're completely algorithm, people, community, valued based money, okay, that you will find on the planet right now. But more will come out. There's one coming out next year because they've seen where this is going. Okay. And it's just, I mean, it's just like watching the growth of the internet again, all over again, back in the 90s and the early 2000s. Okay. It was just, you saw, if you lived through that time, you're old enough to have lived through the 90s, the beginning of the internet to, let's say, let's say 2007. I mean, literally the internet matured around 2000, but then after that, it got so crazy that you saw these search engines come out like Google, and you saw social medias come out. Yes, like Facebook, but before that, it was what was that other one called? Started with an M. Okay, you know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, it just went nuts. And here we are, 2018, and just like, what else are we going to discover that we can do with the internet, right? Okay, well, there's a whole lot more involved with the whole history of our country, the history of technology, the history of the central bankers, and the history of our monetary system that you can go find out on your own. I could spend hours talking about it because I've done all the research, but I don't want to bore you to death. So I want to talk about how we can give you abundance. Okay, so we have this system that I talked about earlier where we have promotions that will enable you to get those kringles in your hands, even full coins. If you want to be a multi-billionaire, you can become one without having to spend $8 million on a coin. Okay, spend 100. Spend 100, do a broadcast like this, and we'll give you a full coin. That's the bottom line. I won't even go into the details. I'll just spit it out to you. Okay, it doesn't do us any good to hang on to those coins. It's got to get in your hands. If we give it to you free, you may not put any value on it, and you may not tell anybody about it. That's what we noticed last year. So that's why we charge $10 a year now, because we know that if you can cough up $10, you will most likely get involved and stay involved. You won't just sit there and look at the money once a month or maybe once every 6 months. Oh yeah, it went up in value. It's now worth 10,000. Oh, that's cool. Went from 2,100 to 21,000 over the last year. Far out. But you didn't tell anybody about it, right? Because you didn't pay anything. But maybe if you paid $10, okay, believe me, it's going to work. And here's another thing to make sure you realize that we're not a scam and we don't want your money. Okay. The admin, the creators of this coin, has never asked us for any money. They're completely self-funded, have never asked us for a dime. They sold the coin dirt cheap, which is what all coins come out with. Very, very cheap. Okay. And all those coins, the ships have left, right? The ships have left the harbor. So now when you want to buy a Bitcoin, you got to buy Satoshi, okay? Because the price of the coin is so expensive, 6,300, I think it was today. And that's it, okay? You can no longer, I mean, if you have the money, fine, it's still going to go up in value if you just hang on to it. Don't play, don't play the casino game. That would be my recommendation, but I'm not a financial planner. So all I can do is tell you what I would do. And that Bitcoin is just sitting there in its wallet, growing in value since I purchased it back in, I think, November of 2016. Okay, and I add to it here and there. Okay, but I don't sell it. I don't give it away. I don't use it as money. Okay, it's an investment for me. An option to protect myself. But the billion coin is a solution. So I'm like so into that, it's not even funny. Okay. So that's why I do these live broadcasts almost every day, because I want to let the world know that, hey, we've got something that's different. What makes us different? Well, for one, I was just about to tell you. When you go ahead and you fill out that registration form, you get those 2 emails. It's also going to ask you for you to create a username that will be a part of your URL, okay, that they will give you to pass on to others. And I just use my name for mine. And then they'll ask you to make up a password for that back office. You can always change that password. And then they'll ask you what country you live in. And that's it. Okay. And then what will happen is when you click the confirmation in the email that is for the creation of your back office, you'll find a page will pull up, and there'll be 10 paragraphs of information. And there'll be a question under each paragraph and 2 possible answers. What we have done is we have divided our mission statement into 10 small paragraphs. So you will have to read those before you can do anything, before you can spend a dime, before you can do anything with our community. Before you can join our community, you have to read those. And you have to answer the right answer. And then you have to want to participate. We're not going to come over to your house and force you to give us, your $10. Okay, I'm just being funny, but you see what I'm saying? We're not a scam. Okay? You're going to read those paragraphs. You're going to read the question, and you're going to answer one of the 2 answers. If you get the answer false, it's going to tell you you answered wrong. Go back and read the paragraph again. You'll go back and read it, and you'll answer the right one. Now, you can get through all 10 of those really quick, 5 minutes, and then you're going to have this knowledge, right, of exactly what we are. And you're going to say, you know what? I want to be a part of this community. Here's my $10. I voluntarily give you my $10. I'll send it to you. Where do I send it? To admin. It doesn't come to us. Okay. You can buy Kringles from us because he doesn't sell any coins. He'll give them away, but that's what he can do because they're his coins. But we can't do that because it would discount the price of the coins because we are actual members. See what I'm saying? So that is just another reason to let you know that we're not scamming, because we could destroy our own coin if we did something stupid. So we sell you the price of the Kringle coins at exactly the price it is that day. That price changes midnight Fiji time every 24 hours. All right, because then it counts the amount of members that came in over the last 24-hour period, and it raises the price of the coin. And now the Kringles that you bought yesterday, you'd have to spend a little bit more to buy today. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, the coin that's coming out that I talked about, I mentioned, that's coming out next year is also an abundance-based coin, which means its price will never go down. Is it based on the exact algorithm we have? No, it's slightly different. Theirs is based on every time a person makes a purchase of their coin, it will raise the price of that coin by a fraction. Because you can divide a cryptocurrency into 100 million. Okay, instead of 100 pennies that you can divide a dollar into, or a euro, you can divide a cryptocurrency 100 million times, or 100 million by 100 million. Okay, so it will just raise it up, just one pinch. And the next person will have to buy it just a slight bit. I mean, they won't even notice it. But the point is, that will always make that price go up. That price will never go down. Once it's purchased, it's done. The price goes up. It can't go back down. Okay? So that's an abundance-based coin. The more, like I said, the more money, whether it's digital cryptocurrency that is real, obviously, on a blockchain, is money. Whether it's gold or silver, backed currency from any country, that's money. But the people have to have control of their own money no matter what. So our mission is we want everybody in the world using Kringles. They can use whatever other money they want, right? The more, the better. Money doesn't compete against each other. But our Kringles, we want everybody using, because we're going to eliminate poverty just with our coin. And everything that goes along with poverty will be gone when that happens. And we hope to have it done in the next 2 to 3 years. Okay, it's a 5-year program. We're already 2 years into it, and we're right on time, if not ahead of schedule. Okay, so there's no stopping us. We're going to get it done. We only need 1 billion like-minded individuals, people who hopefully like you, if you're watching this still, are abundant-minded. You're not selfish. You don't care whether the fact that everybody in the world is going to be wealthy. There's not going to be any poor. Now, yes, there'll be slightly some people with a little bit more money and some people with a little bit less. There'll be multi-millionaires. There'll be just a millionaire. There'll be just a billionaire. There'll be multi-billionaires in the TBC community. But we, the people, will have control of our own money, whatever we have. And we are going to change the system that we're living in and we've always known our entire lives. That's going away. Okay. It's like I always mention this, usually in all my videos. Those who are not a part of our first billion, the ship, you can't miss the ship. You can't miss the boat with the billion coin, with TBC. It's docked and it's going to stay docked. It's been docked for 2 years. Yes, the coin is more expensive, but guess what? Through our promos, it's not. You see what I'm saying? We're just asking for you to be serious about it. You know, be serious about it. Either do a broadcast, spend $100, we'll give you a full coin that will make you a multi-billionaire. Just one. If you spend $200, we'll give you 2. If you spend $1,000, we'll give you 10 full coins. Just do a broadcast. If you don't want to do a broadcast, and we show you how to do it, it's really easy, okay? It just takes 20, 30 minutes of your time. Yes, I talk too much, but it doesn't matter, okay? If you do a broadcast, if you don't want to do a broadcast, we won't give you as much, we won't give you a full coin, but we'll still give you enough to where $100 will get you around $8,400. Okay, so you can turn 100 into 8,400. You still got unbelievable leverage there. Okay, well, actually, it's going to be 110 because we charge you now $10 a year back office because we want you to be serious. We need you to tell your spouse, to tell your children, to tell them to tell their children, your grandchildren, your nephews, your nieces, your families, your friends. We need you to tell them, hey, I'm involved in this community and we're spreading the wealth out really evenly. Yes. Okay. It takes 10, 15 minutes to check it out and then you'll either want to or you won't. It's that simple. We are using it as money just like Bitcoin is using Bitcoin as money. People are going to places and places are accepting Bitcoin for products, for services, for all kinds of things. Okay. And our block system will always keep you informed on what's going on. We just had another block today where a guy bought a car. He paid full price in TBC for a car in South Africa. I think it was an Audi. I saw the picture, but I haven't watched the video yet. But no, it wasn't a brand new car. It's used cars. Okay. We have a very small economy. We buy things from each other, you know, use brand new stuff that we decided we don't want or we're going to get something better. And we don't need cash, but we know we can get it from somebody else with Pringles. You see what I'm saying? We have this community where we all know each other. And it is just incredible. And that's why we're growing so fast and so strong. Yes, Bitcoin had their forums when they came out. That's how they communicated with each other. Well, we have way better than forums. Okay. So we do have to have this centralization because we do have a mission. We're going to get it accomplished. And let me think if there's anything else I wanted to tell you guys again today. That's it. All the information you can find down below my video, in the description, everything you want. And again, let me touch back on that, what I was going through with those, our mission statement and in those 10 paragraphs. You will go through them and you're going to want to either be a part of our community or maybe you'll just get through 3 or 4 questions and you'll say, ugh, I keep hitting the false answer. I don't think this is for me. You will just say, you know what? I really don't like what that paragraph said. I'm too selfish for this currency. Okay. You know, one in my neighborhood, whatever. Okay. I'm just being silly, but you know, there's people like that out there, right? But there's also at least a billion. In fact, there's more than a billion people that are like-minded, that have no problem with not only becoming wealthy themselves, but seeing their neighbors all wealthy. Okay, so we only need a billion. So again, the ship is not leaving. It's going to stay docked until we get to our first billion people. Then the ship will go out in the harbor and whatever it does. Leave, okay? And at that point, we'll take that wallet system that we will decontrolling the ocean. You see? Okay, so back to that initial 10 paragraphs. You'll either be like-minded or you won't. So before you spend a nickel at $10, you're either going to say, no, I don't want anything to do with this, and you'll just walk away. I mean, figuratively speaking, right? You'll just click off the website and you'll be done with that. Okay, I took 5-10 minutes. I checked it out. It's not for me. On to the next thing. Or you're going to say, oh my gosh, this sounds really incredible. And you're going to spend the $10 and send it to admin. And by the way, admin doesn't accept fiat currency. He'll only accept the $10 in Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum. Or Ethereum, however it's pronounced. But that's okay. We'll help you with that if you don't have any of those coins yet. Okay, we will help you. That's our job. Okay, our job is to get the information out and distribute the coin and get it into your hands with whatever we got to do it. Okay, so it's a great community. It's just amazing. I can't say enough about that. Okay, before I leave and see if anybody has any questions. Hi, Roy. How you doing? Hi, Romeo. Doc Joe. Serenz or Serena. Thanks again for coming. Krypton, hello. Musa, how you doing? Thank you, guys. I don't see any questions. That's always a good thing, right? I don't know. But I've got an answer. If not, I'll find an answer. But anyway, okay. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm scheduled tomorrow again. What's tomorrow? Monday. Same place, same time, same channel. 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Savings Time. And we'll chat some more. I'm going to go look at all the blogs that I haven't read yet. Make sure I read them all. You guys have a fabulous 9th day wherever you're at, okay? And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you guys. Take care of each other. And we'll see you later.